Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Moore. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Here's Moore to throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense
defense off to a good start. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And wings it incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Running inside, it's Clark. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Dante Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore, play action. Pressure coming. And he never had a chance.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Throwing Moore. They go to the wide receiver screen.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They go play action with Sellers. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Under fire. And it's a sack. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Sellers fires to the middle. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Punt is on its way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He might want another play. Rides to back and leaves it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Moore. Here's a Heat. He makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Moore will throw. Complete downfield.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
See if they can even operate in this noise. Barrels ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Quick strike complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Throwing Sellers. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Dante Moore. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Hill. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Working that left side now. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
South Carolina, 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fuller. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Throwing Sellers. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside, it's Davison. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore with the play fake. Unloads it left. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Might have a chance. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
35, South Carolina, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pocket breaking down. Avoids pressure on the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times, and that's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff. It's Davison.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot.
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet, Kelly.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. 4th down, Sellers. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Hill. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a third down play. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Hill. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the fourth quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go play action with Moore. Pressure coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He got it, feet down in bounds.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
South Carolina, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Chase to the right. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Complete. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Sellers to the air again. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hill. He'll take it himself. Finding some room.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game.